Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, March 27th. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So Larry and Mo decided to play a nice game on everybody today, right? We were talking about it in the room. I said, today's the type of day with the lower value at the time, POC being lowered, overnight low, IB low, that if you were going to go and make lower lows, this would be the day. Unlike some of these other days when they just rip down, right? Well, today, they punish people thinking that, right? K went up, L went down. They're like, here we go again. Only to reverse an L and then M explodes to the upside. We just missed our all-time high. Now, NQ does not get either side of the IB today. They got both overnights. Barely got the overnight high, but they got it. And they got the overnight low. They end with an 11 wide POC. Now, I want you to keep in mind something. This is still purely balance. All right, some people might call this up. I'm using the all-time high as my balance high. I'm using yesterday's balance low. You want to call up, that's fine. But to me, I'm using that. So just like yesterday, please keep in mind, yesterday this market ripped lower, but value and where everybody did business was up here. Well, it's kind of the same today, except the opposite. Yes, we ripped higher. However, we spent most of the day trading in L and M's range. We traded most of the day in B's range until we exploded above here. A and B had a good tempo to the downside. We spent the whole day trading in B's range basically until late. Righty goes out. Look at this. Righty goes out with a double distribution day up, higher value, and look at this. Breaking out of balance to the upside on the daily. So their daily is up. So ES and NQ is still balanced on the daily. NQ is still balanced on the weekly. But ES is up on the weekly and the monthly, just like NQ is on the monthly and righty. Now, range was not going to be good, but again, M expanded it, so it's not in the top 10 lightest, or smallest, I should say. And our volume, nothing great either, 71 million. Our average is 74. However, Mo did put in 18 million on the tape. So what is happening here? We have a wide POC below us that couldn't get raised. That's another thing to keep an eye on. If this price spike fails, you'll go visit it again. Balance rules are huge. So for as crazy as this price action has been today, yesterday late, the day before, M's had a free-for-all lately. For all that it's done, though, we're just in balance, and it's in the daily, and the market's looking for more MGI. Okay? So keep that in mind. Well, I'll recap all of these charts tomorrow night. Tomorrow is the end of the quarter. So we have a 3-day weekend coming up. PCE does come out on Friday. So that means Monday, the first day of the next second quarter, we'll be dealing with that and the first day of the quarter. And then you have non-farm payroll next Friday. So hopefully this volatility will pick up. Not this kind of crap. I like continuity. The market pushed down today, great. Keep going down. Don't do this. Yesterday it's been tough. Now I had a good day. I didn't do anything after J period. K and L didn't do anything, and M period, I just watched it. I actually had a nice trade in ES to start the day pre-market. I shorted against the overnight high. Now, while I shorted that, NQ opened up and got the overnight high basically the tick and came in. I forgot about my ES short because I got hurt on a long in NQ. I'm like, well, we got the overnight high. We took back the trend day. We're above where the market spiked from. We're above where the market probed from. So on a pullback, I started long in this thing. And I got hurt pretty good. Then I realized I was short ES and took that off. I think I made, I shorted it at 94. I think I took it off around 86, 85 or 86. So I did okay on that, but not enough to make up for this. However, I got my money back and more. So in B period, I started the ebb and flow short in NQ. Okay? Took the short to get A's low. I had good tempo, good volume, so any push-up, I was shorting it. So I did well on that in B period. I took a short in ES against the overnight low. Took that for a couple of points in B. C period. I took a short in NQ because we had the singles and did well on that. Then in F period, I'm like, you know what? They're not getting much more for their efforts down here. We can't take out B's low. So I'm like, I think they're going to stop the one-time frame, and took a long to pop the top and did well on that. And then took a nice short in G period because at the time I thought that'd be the afternoon rally high, and that worked out as it rolled over. So I saw the market very well after A period flushed me out and did well, and it was doing well. Then in J period, I should have shorted NQ. Instead, I shorted ES. Took a loss on it. Nothing big. A 2-lot, about 5 points. If I had held it, eventually would have paid when we rolled over. But I said above B's high, I'm out. I took that against a single print fill, and I added one more. And then that was it. So I took that off. NQ would have paid very nicely if I had taken it against B's high. And then, of course, L pushed down. Now, I was thinking, I was hoping NQ did take out the IB low, because I did not think we were going to go ripping, okay, like we did the last couple of days to the downside again. So if we'd gotten anywhere near the price spike from the Fed day, I would have longed it. But obviously we didn't get the IB low, and then we went the other way. And I just watched M period. So I did have a good day after a rough start in A period in NQ. Look, these aren't the easiest days. The emotional trading is numbing. I mean, even just look at what transpired over the last, yesterday L&M, overnight, and then today. They ripped down in L&M, only did not take it all back in the overnight, open up, and then come all the way back down where they were doing business yesterday, and then spend a whole day down here doing this, and then rip up in the last half hour. So they don't make it easy, okay? Figuring this out on a daily basis, on an intraday basis, is incredibly challenging. So don't get down if you're having some trouble, okay? No trade is a trade also. I'm sure there's going to be a million heroes out there that bought M period, and good for them. But there's 10 million that lost money shorting it. So no trade is a trade also. I battled back after what I did in A and NQ today and had a good day. I was not planning on giving it back. And I didn't. So as far as destinations go, we have two destinations to the upside in SPY and ES. 523.20, today's high, and 524.11, the all-time high. Downside, we had a price spike, price probe, A's high, 521.78, 9 wide at 520.16, and today's low of 519.49. In ES, our low is poor. SPY is not at 20.75. Our pocket's at 77.25, and today's high is, I can't read it, 10.50. And then we have the all-time high at 22.75. And then on the chart, again, we'll recap all three of these indices tomorrow. I'm just going to show you ES and SPY. The monthly, finishing off this quarter very nicely. One time framing up for 5 months. Look at the weekly. It's an inside week again right now, 1 day to go. So we'll see if the inside week holds. But regardless, even if it's an inside week, does not stop the one-time framing in SPY. 12 weeks. 21 out of 22. Freaking amazing. Amazing. Now, are we getting distance these last couple of weeks, 4 weeks? No. But every time we write off the bulls like, are you going to roll over? My Lord, they just keep going right back up. So kudos to them for holding on. And then the daily, again, some people might call it up. We had an outside day down yesterday, obviously failed, and I'm calling this a 5-day balance. Plain and simple, that's what I'm calling it. Anyway, wow, we're at 80 million already, but we'd have to do another 10 million to get in the top 10 volume. We're not going to do that. Hope you had a good day trading. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.